Characteristics of the city. Part 3. Housing. With Industrial Revolution, cities like London became crowded with public, factory and workshop owners did not provide house to their workers. So, these people had to live in tenements provided by landlords. These tenements were cheaper but unsafe. Poverty. Poverty was spread in countryside as well as in cities. But in cities, it was more severe. That is, in countryside, people at least got their homes. But in cities, people had to live on streets. In 1887, Charles Booth, who was a Liverpool ship owner, conducted first social survey of low-skilled London workers in East End of London. He found that about 1 million people, which was 1/5 part of the city population, were extremely poor and were expected to live only up to average age of 29. Compared to this, people of upper classes and middle classes were expected to live till average age of 55. The extremely poor people were likely to die while working or in hospitals or in mental hospitals. With his observations, he concluded the need of building at least 400,000 rooms for the poor people. Workers' Mass Housing Scheme. Initially, the upper class wanted to clear the slum, that is, poor people. But later, people started recognizing the needs of these poor people. There are 3 reasons for this change. First is health problem. Many people live in one-room houses. Thus, there was serious threat of health problems. Second was overcrowding. These places were usually overcrowded. There was no ventilation and no sanitation. Fear of social disorder. After Russian Revolution in 1917, upper class fear about the possibility of uprising by the lower class. Thus, the authorities planned to provide housing to poor people under Workers' Mass Housing Scheme.